Welcome back to Popcorn and Beers. This week's Butter on Top. The Smashing Machine, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and of course, our drunk classic, The Devil's Advocate. Let's go. Welcome back to Operation Holla at Ya Boys. This is Popcorn and Beers, where some use tomatoes and others use thumbs. We use the stuff that gets you drunk or high. I guess we're doing whippets on air now. Thanks, Josh. Now we're being investigated. But but we had a pretty fun week. It was a shorter week for us, so it's going to be a little bit more of a condensed show this week because we are prepping for Oscar coverage. We are prepping for post Emmys coverage because we have tons of shows like just coming out of the woodwork that we're trying to crush right now. From Only Murderers in the Building to Peacemaker season 2 to include the quick releases on Netflix. There's a lot of ground to cover, and it's really hard to watch 8 hours of a show and cram in like 3 movies, you know? So we're going to do our absolute best as we do every week to be your TV guide. Remember, we use a system of 1 popcorn for a bad movie, a popcorn and 2 for serviceable, popcorn and sorry, I got those wrong. Popcorn and 1 for serviceable, popcorn and 2 is a near beer. Perfect.
Popcorn and 2 beers.
Yes,
It's
yes.
not just, it's not
and
just
then a
one.
popcorn and 3 beers is you need to see this. It is a must watch. This movie got Jordan's nipples perky. So let's talk about a movie that is actually on Gold Derby, getting some Oscar talk, mostly for its leading man, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. That's right. We're going to talk about this week's Butter on Top, The Smashing Machine. Jordan, why don't you take us away?
Oh God, The Smashing Machine. All right. This movie, I had high hopes for this. I am a huge UFC combat sport fan, and I was a little hesitant, being the fact that like you chose to make the movie about what's his name?
Mark Kerr.
Mark Kerr instead of, I got the 2 confused. Mark Kerr instead of Mark Coleman, or even Hoist Gracie. Like, if you're going to pick a fighter, like, maybe is that just because that's low hanging fruit? Like, Benny Safdie wanted to go with some lesser known thing so that he could make this as kind of avant-garde as he could, you know, to make this artsy UFC
I think the
film.
point was that this guy is super huge in Japan, and he was better than Mark Coleman, and you kind of see the juxtaposition in the film based on like their living situations.
Yeah.
As far as where they were at in their careers, he was more famous, just not in America. He was not America famous. He was huge in Japan. He was huge in the mixed martial arts community. Remember, he hadn't lost. And it's kind of to show you like, hey, in this world, sometimes the haves are not as good as the have-nots. The have-nots could be better. We just don't give them the light, or there may be some like it's what is it, Jordan? Strike while the iron's hot. Like sometimes people just hit that hot iron and they take off.
Yeah, Cobra Kai, strike first, strike fast. And speaking of big, he is freaking huge. He's like physically imposing. He is a monster in this movie, and he's so vascular. Like, come on,
He's almost a senior citizen.
Yeah, he is a monster in this movie, and like it's very distracting how cartoonishly big he is, and he happens to do a lot of small guy activities. Like he's like at the carnival, and he's like in the little red convertible, and he's like bowl shopping, and it just looks so ridiculous. It's so off-putting how like
Bowl
big
shopping.
Yeah. He's just shopping for gifts in Japan or something. It's like,
okay.
It is funny, the juxtaposition of his size versus the saleswoman.
Yeah, just everything. Like, they were just like dudes in the theater, which that's all it was in the theater. Again, it was one of those dynamics where it was just like one dude in each row of the theater. Like, we can't even sit in the same row, guys. Come on. Yeah, just him looking cartoonishly big, like him on the carousel and stuff. People would just laugh. Like, he would just enter a scene and people would start like giggling in the theater, just how funny he looked. The Gravitron though at the carnival, like it's such a like a trope kind of thing in the movie. Like anytime there's a carnival scene, they've always got to do like that's like an artsy trope. Like, oh, let's put in the Gravitron because it's got the cool lighting, and then you can get these like facial expressions, and it's so freeing kind of thing. I don't know. But
he's right. It is bad for your tummy.
Yeah, it is. He likes to say tummy a lot.
Yeah.
Gravitron is the least assaulting on my tummy.
I don't do spinning
Good for
rides.
you.
at all.
The made me throw up before.
The flippy fly stuff. That's the stuff I can't take.
Yeah, I don't do spinning rides.
No, not anymore.
Yeah. Emily Blunt is. I think she came to play in this movie for sure, but I don't feel like they gave her enough. They just kind of made her like a really bad person, like, but didn't give her any like kind of arc. No real story arc, no real depth. She's just like a pretty crappy person in the movie, like, and that's, you don't really get much out of her. Her take on being a partner in like a sobriety like type thing, and oh, I liked him more when he was relying on me. He's on his high horse, all this tell me you hate me stuff. Like it was a lot. Like that was hard. That was hard to watch. Like it made me really not like Emily Blunt.
She looked great in the role.
Yeah. I was impressed with Ryan Bader as Mark Coleman. I mean, like, again, they didn't give him too much. They gave him just enough. And he delivered his lines like just pretty straightforward. Didn't try to put too much emotion into anything, but he was still good, I thought. And so was Boss Rutan. I thought Boss Rutan was great as like the trainer, as himself essentially.
Trainer mentor.
Yeah. The ending was just so goofy, so goofy. Like this was Benny Safdie made that show with Emma Stone and Nathan, what's that weird guy that does the weird skits and
Fielder?
What is it? Fielder. Nathan Fielder. Yeah, he did that show that I bailed on. And it reminded this movie, like it's again, it's the same director, but it's just like it reminded me of that exactly, like the pacing, the tone of this, the timeline, the narrative. It's all just like clunky and just like I don't know. I didn't really like this movie. I was really disappointed. I was kind of bored. The fighting wasn't great. But again, like fighting has evolved now to like be a lot more pretty than it used to be back then. Like back then it was still essentially like two guys kind of bar fighting. Like they were trained artists, but like it wasn't as polished. So I don't know. I give this I'll sneak it into a popcorn and one, I guess, barely.
What do you think of The Rock's performance before I give mine? Do you think it's worthy of a nom?
It was, I don't know. It was good. It was fine. I don't know. Maybe just like out of what is it, like a career type thing? Like, does he's got a pretty long spanning acting career and all that. So maybe he just gets a nomination. They just pat him on the back, for going for it. I don't know. I'm hesitant on giving it a popcorn and one. I honestly think I might give it like a high popcorn. It was not.
Dang.
He's in Scorsese's next movie.
Why?
Yep. He is in Scorsese. He was, you know what, Josh? No, he was really good at Analyze That. Like he played that role so well.
Not Get Shorty, but Be
Sorry,
Cool.
You're right. Not Analyze That. It's
Be Cool.
Get Shorty.
He was great in Be Cool.
Get Cool. Was it Get Cool?
Be Cool.
Be Cool.
He was fantastic. He was fantastic.
He was fantastic. Yeah. That was him being John Cena. And then he's like, no, I don't want to be John Cena. I want to be The Rock. And then John Cena's like, oh, I want to be John Cena. So he took that and ran with it.
So for me, I think, like, how much deeper into his bag do you need The Rock to get? For him to get a little bit, like, we can't just look at him as The Rock. You have to give somebody respect when they come outside of their comfort zone a little bit and they put on a show. The acting was solid. I thought the acting was really good in this, especially from the MMA fighters. Emily Blunt may have not had a lot of meat on the bone, but she was delivering every line. Like, she sold Psycho Girlfriend incredibly well. she was, and it's weird. It's like the bipolar tendencies of a relationship, because every relationship you're going to be in has those ups, those downs, those fights, those I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, or this person just annoys me because right now they're in my atmosphere. Every relationship. I hate when there's couples that are like, we never fight. Then you are not in a real relationship. Let me be very clear. Every couple has disagreements. Every couple has like minor annoyances with one another because you're in a space and things aren't being done the way you would do them. So that's automatically annoying. Like it's just an annoying thing. And there's a scene where, and this is leading to what Jordan said, where Emily Blunt just she makes a heel turn. Actually, Jordan, to me, she does like a heel turn because yes, when she's taking care of him, she cares, she's there. Like I thought he was in the wrong in the initial fight in Japan. I thought that was he was in the wrong in that situation. Like yeah, she had her elements. Like you have to understand what this man's about to go do for a living, but at the same time, don't treat her like shit. She just flew halfway around the world. So I got that. But she has a heel turn like a wrestler. Like you get this heel turn from Emily Blunt, and it's like, oh my God, this is maybe she picked up some skills from The Rock, because whoo, she went from a likable character to like what is going on. But during this heel turn, there is a cactus scene where he gets out of rehab. I thought I told you that I needed you to chop the cactuses, and you're not chopping the cactuses. I want it to look like the Wile E. Coyote, and it doesn't look like the Wile E. Coyote cactus because this is stealing water from the rest of the cactus. like
Yeah, he's
that
got a very
whole
Mike
scene
Tyson
was-
affect, like big guy with this like soft kind of speaking voice.
Yeah. Now, there's also a hospitalization scene that has Ryan Bader and The Rock, and I felt like that's his Oscar moment, is in the hospital bed, to be fair. Like, that was really good because let me just come at it from an athlete. We lie to ourselves. We lie and think that we're okay. We lie and think that popping a ton of ibuprofen is normal. Like that's a normal thing to cope with the day. It's normal to get a Toradol shot in your lower back to function. It's normal to be on oxycodone just so you can get through the morning. It's normal to shove 6,000 calories down your throat first thing in the morning. Like this shit's not a normal lifestyle. It's not. Yeah, and he has to have that realization, and I thought Ryan Bader played that scene really well as well when he's letting him kind of lie, right? He's letting the Mark Kerr lie to him, and he's like, okay, what? Be honest. And then the break we get there from The Rock, from Dwayne Johnson, like that break, that's an Oscar moment because it's like a I can't keep lying to myself and the people that love me moment. Emily Blunt, if she gets any recognition, it is the get out of my house. Like that scene, man. She crushed that scene, like insane. And even if you know this and you follow MMA, you're still like, oh my God, like what is happening? Rock looks jacked. He absolutely does. Jordan nailed that. Like 53-year-old Dwayne Johnson is yoked in this movie, just absolutely crushing it. To quote Josh again, I can't help myself, making me want to get down and do some push-ups. Like he is huge. But Ryan Bader, also up there in age, didn't look bad. Like Ryan Bader also looked really good because there's some scenes where Ryan Bader has to like take a photo shoot and things like that. So they got into good shape for this movie. The big disappointing thing, again, is going to be the choreography. We've got movies like Warrior. We've got shows like Kingdom, pardon me. They have just this amazing MMA choreography to pull from. And they didn't do that. It was lazy. It was slow. It was even sloppy at parts. And it's just, and yeah, a real MMA fight can be sloppy, but you gotta cinematic it up a little bit. You gotta give me something. Like you can't be less good on the choreography than Rocky 1 that came out 40 years ago. You can't do that. There has to be some advancement. There has to be.
Yeah, just, I mean, we're talking about basic camera angles. We're not talking about doing backflips and explosions.
Yeah, you gotta like watch these. Like I said, Kingdom and Warrior have some of the best MMA choreography that I've ever seen in anything. As far as MMA movies are concerned or TV shows, you could just pull from there and just copy it. Who cares? Like, who cares? Copy it directly, shot for shot, whatever camera angles they did. Who cares? right? Just make the choreography good. This is a movie about a fighter, and if you're going to incorporate the actual fighting into this, you got to make it good. You got one shot, one opportunity. Would you take it? Anyway,
Spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti.
popcorn and one. So, moving on to our drug classic, we had The Devil's Advocate. I had only seen this movie in bits and pieces. I had never seen the full movie as a movie before. Watched it all the way through. It's very long. It's a very long movie. The ending is about 40 minutes too long, I would say. The ending drags and drags at the very end. But Josh, had you seen this before?
I'd seen it once before when I was very young, and I'm not sure if I really finished it. I'm not sure back then.
Okay.
But I'd seen, I'd say 80% of the movie at least.
So what did you think then, rewatching it?
Rewatching it, I was not expecting it to be that enjoyable. I was not expecting it to have aged as well as it did. I'm not saying it aged great, but you know, like it's 90s and different eras have different pacing techniques, etc. You know, you watch a movie from the 50s and you're like, "Oh, this is a 50s movie." Whether it's good or bad, like, oh, you can just tell, like this is what they do. So the 90s, it definitely had a certain pacing that was not parallel to today. It was slow.
Yeah.
Right?
It reminded me almost of like a Joel Schumacher from the 90s film. Like the way that, like almost like Flatliners when we watch Flatliners, remember?
Yeah. It really like it just shows you what's there instead of jumping to the next thing. Like, hey, look at this big room. But I liked it though. I'll tell you that. I honestly one of Keanu's best acting performances. One of them.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause he's
that's
not-
that's not a high bar.
Exactly. I mean, he's got great movies. I love him to death. He's not a top-notch actor. And this was not bad. Besides the accent going in and out, you know, whatever. Speaking of Charlize Theron, yeah, not bad. She did a pretty good job of being like a Southern Belle type of. Yeah, that's not bad for someone who speaks Afrikaans. I forgot how babyface she used to be. I mean, she's always beautiful. She's gorgeous. Blah 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 blah. But like, she used to have the babiest face, dude. Like, wow, that's weird. Anyway, good movie. I think it does not work whatsoever without Pacino.
No.
There's no one else that could have done that exactly like that.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of man. Man. And what's with the tongue thing, though? You notice that?
Well, even the subtle acting too. The elevator. You sure?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to come up?
The tongue thing was distracting. And he's getting a blowjob under the table. Still, good. His eyebrows were top notch in this movie. Cool story. You know, it's a take on Faust, that kind of thing, selling your soul for blah, blah, blah. But it was a good take. It was something kind of fresh, whatever. I think it's a lasting story. I do like the twist. The twist, whatever, at the very end. But I have a little problem with it. Can we talk about the ending briefly?
Sure.
Okay.
It was 40
First
minutes
of all,
too long, like I said.
Yeah. So, okay, I understand everything that was like laid out so sloggingly. And I love it. It's like, the Antichrist? Hey, I'm Keanu, the Antichrist? And then Al Pacino's like, whatever. I like that part. But all said and done, Pacino turns into Keanu, then grows wings, and then explodes or whatever. That was interesting symbolism or what? I don't know exactly. We can analyze that. And then also, and then it jumps back. So was it real? Was it a hallucination? Of course it was real. Okay? Let's not pretend that it didn't happen. He just all imagined that in his head. You can't imagine something like that. Okay? So that's out. That really happened. Time got turned back. He got a second chance. And then never mind. No second chance. I got you the other way. I got you the other way around. You know what I mean? That was kind of cool. But I think it kind of it leaves a really skewed. What's the takeaway here? Maybe on purpose. I mean, I don't know. It was interesting. It was very talkable, very thought provoking. I don't know if it sells a complete idea, but that doesn't matter. I don't think too much. I love the visuals. I love the little subtle bits of demon stuff. The demon faces were cool, and I really want that sculpture that Satan had in his office.
What
The big white marble thing.
Yeah, the orgy.
Yeah, well, minus the orgy. Before it turned into an orgy. Yeah. So yeah, I give it a popcorn and 1. It was good.
Pop 1. I feel like it's no matter what you do, no matter how many chances you get, they're always going to try to manipulate you. No matter
it's
what
always
path
gonna
you
work.
take, they're going to be the end of the movie. There's going to be someone there trying to utilize a situation to manipulate you. What's
Manipulate
up,
the
kitty
cat. Satan! Hail Satan!
That is a fat cat. Like that
Dude,
cat
he's like
got a big
25
old belly.
pounds. He's like
Yeah.
25 pounds.
That's a puppy.
What did we think of the babyface Chris Bauer? Like that is an actor that I never thought I'd see with a baby face.
Which one's Chris Bauer?
The defendant at the very beginning.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Creeper, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I was like, that guy is, I've never seen him with a baby face, and it caught me off guard.
For sure.
It was the beginning. I mean, like right in the beginning, if you're watching and you're analyzing this movie, it sets the tone for it's going to be a grimy, gritty style movie as he's fingering the table as she's describing how she was fingered, right? Like it's like, hey, this is the tone of this film right here, and then we get the overacting response, which was fantastic. Just like, this is the second best overacting scene, but this one was not on purpose. The second best overacting in a bathroom scene. This one was not on purpose. The first one was Liar Liar, Jim Carrey.
Liar.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like, that's the best overacting in a bathroom scene of all time.
That's good.
But he's trying here. And I told Jordan in our pre-production meeting, I think he's just trying to keep up with like the outrageousness, outlandishness of Al Pacino. Like, like delivering his lines.
I gotta keep up, man. I gotta keep up.
Like, I'm gonna teach you how to do this. Like, but I mean, like the hyper religious aspects of it, examining it from like a deep South Floridian mom that got knocked up by the devil. So apparently she wasn't that religious after all. She found religion after she got knocked up by the devil or a demon or whatever knocked her up. Easily manipulated country girl storyline, right? How he so quickly and easily manipulates her. It took him like one sit down on a couch. But the tongue of the devil spins many threads. Just ask. Never mind. We won't go there. But as we go through this movie, Keanu. One of my notes is, wow, Keanu had fun filming that scene, didn't he? And
Oh yeah.
like how many takes to get that one right as they're swapping back and forth? All right, bring in the other one. Bring in the other one. Like, what is happening there?
I feel like I should lick her foot this time.
All right. So how hard am I plowing here for the effect? Like, it was a lot. Like, there was a lot in this movie going on. Like I said, the very opening scene sets like the tone. This is what this movie is. Like, this is what we're getting you into. Like, even the goat. Like, you see the full goat scene like happen in this movie, and it's heavy and it's a lot, and then he has to go in there and spin it, and it's kind of like, I don't like he has a job, right? Like, he's got to be a defense attorney, he's got to defend. So I don't like the way it kind of twists the narrative, and I think this is around the time of like lawyers suck, like lawyers are terrible people, like those jokes all start happening. It's his job. His job is to defend. The jury's job is to convict. Like if he's guilty or find the defendant guilty or not. All right, he's doing his job.
That really hurts. Like at the end when it's like, oh, a moral lawyer. Oh, this is the biggest news story I ever fucking heard. Come on.
Yeah, it's. I didn't like that necessarily. I mean, and then you got Al Pacino delivering one of the all-time sales lines forever uttered. And I don't know if Al Pacino is the first one to deliver this line, or if they're stealing from history. But when they're up on the rooftop overlooking New York City, and he goes, "Are we negotiating right now?" And Al Pacino says, "Always." Like that is a sales line. Like, and I've heard it everywhere when I was in sales. Like everything is a negotiation. The green screen on the terrace with Connie Nielsen was rough. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, do we need to green screen this? Can't you on location this? Like, I don't think this has to be
Never
green
know.
screen. It looks awful. Or at least create a set to do this on, because the green screen was terrible. Right up there with the marble sculpture that Josh loves so much. The movie was fun though. It was good. You're intrigued. You're hooked. You're latched in. I'm gonna give it a popcorn and one, just because the acting was a lot. Like it was a lot at times to take in. But the lines that are delivered are funny. The way things happen is interesting. The story can be told again today. So a popcorn and one. It is a watchable film. You should watch this film. It is fun. Jordan, why did you give it to us as your drunk classic? I know it's spooky season also.
Right. Well, I chose this movie because my mom does not like horror movies in particular that are about like demons and stuff, like possession and
Real
devil stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is always the movie that she brings up every single time. Like, oh, I don't like that. What's that one movie where he's the devil and the lawyer, and oh yeah, Devil's Advocate. So this was always a movie, like this was like a boogeyman type movie growing up for me that I always heard about, like, oh my god, that movie is evil, it's evil. And so yeah, I watched it and I was like, this is kind of a good movie. I kind of like it. So yeah, I wanted to pick it, So right, yeah, you guys like covered it pretty well. So I'm just gonna like pick out some kind of trivial things out of it. He's just straight up biting Charlize Theron's ass in the bar, in the middle of the bar, in the middle of the dance floor, and I'm like, who would do such a thing? Oh man, his blue jeans and brown sport coat when he's in the bar too is like,
Brother,
what
that
a
was
goof.
the 90s though.
That was very
that
Chandler
was the
Bing,
90s.
dude. Chandler Bing.
You get a Donald Trump mention, right?
Yeah,
Being basically in cahoots with the devil and all of that. You get a lot of Pacino being the Riz God, getting everybody's girls, all the girls in the movie, talking about, oh, I'm unassuming, I did her 10 ways to Sunday, and just his.
She looks back and what does she see? What does she see? Little old me?
My hairy asshole.
Yeah. Charlize with the haircut and all that he advises her to do. I was like, oh man, why?
Yeah, it's cute, but why was that even a thing?
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, she really
start
goes
making
off
her look crazy. Remember, there was his plan the whole time was to separate him and have him hook up with his sister. So you start sowing seeds of, look how insane she is, look how Jurassic she's being, look at, she chopped off all of her hair and dyed it, like, and he even mentions that in the asylum.
Yeah. You get a lot of the other big star of this movie, the co-star, is all the Merkins going on in this. You get a lot of full frontal with the Merkins. For all of you Mr. Skin fans out there, it's very weird, obvious 90s weird Merkins going on.
Strange phenomenon.
Yeah. I liked the big monologue, right? The big dramatic closing scene with Al Pacino and his whole take on, God is just laughing at you. Yeah, his analogies and stuff are just like, it's good. I really enjoyed it. But I think we're in unison here. It's a popcorn in one movie. Yeah, I loved it. Fun.
He's a voyeur.
Yeah.
All right, so we all had some stuff we were watching this week, so let's get right down to it. Jordan, why don't you keep us rolling with what you watched this week?
I watched Fixed. Okay, this is a...
Hold on, we need Josh to fix his face really quick. Josh, I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. Stop making faces at me. You're distracting the whole audience, and also me.
This is my inquisitive face. Like, you watched Fixed?
I'm curious. Sorry, Jordan, Fixed.
I watched Fixed, okay? And Fixed is an animated raunch-com, okay? This is for adults. This is not a kids animated movie, okay? It is about dogs that are freaking out about the whole concept of getting fixed. There are dogs that have already been fixed, and the main dog, played by Adam Devine, there's actually like a lot of stars in this, okay? We got Adam Devine as the main guy. You got Idris Elba, Catherine Hahn, Fred Armisen. It's like a pretty stacked cast.
Wow.
Yeah, voice cast. But yeah, the whole thing is like this one dog is in love with another dog, but he's gonna get fixed soon, and he's never pulled the trigger on getting with this other dog. So now he's like goes on this mission to hook up with her before something happens. Yeah, it's a lot.
So it's a
Whatever.
prom movies for dogs.
It's a prom movie for dogs. That's great.
Essentially, yeah. But very, very, very raunchy. Like the dialogue, the things you see a lot of dog buttholes and in this and
So
straight up.
everyday life, got it.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
prom movie.
Um, it's an animation style that reminds you of a simpler time. Okay, it's very Rocco's Modern Life, very Dexter's Laboratory kind of, which
Saturday
I
morning cartoon, baby.
yeah
I looked it
I'm-
up while you were talking because I hadn't heard of this film. So I looked it up. Yeah, it's very, very much. You described it perfectly.
yeah. Granted, it's a whole lot of animated dog privates, like straight up full frontal, no merkins, dog privates. It's oddly a movie. I feel like this didn't need to be a movie. Like maybe a much shorter movie. It drags on.
You wanted it to be a show? 8
Mhm.
episodes of dog dicks?
No, not even. That's what I kind of was like halfway through that
Merkinless
thought, and I was
dog genitals.
like, yeah. It needed a few merkins, I think, because to see a lot less of that. Dogs, you straight up get like dogs. This is funny though. The dogs are banging missionary style, and the dog's like, "Yeah, do me human style." Like just
I love how you got excited by your own notes on the movie.
Yeah,
Your own notes got you excited.
because it's so stupid. It's like so like a stupid easy joke, but it's
Yeah.
funny. Like the story just absolutely sucks. Like just the way it develops and throughout the movie, it's like it took me a long time to watch this. Honestly, I've been watching this for like 3 weeks in like 20-minute increments because it was just so hard to get through. It ends with a bear pole dancing, like very unclimactically. There's a brothel for animals, and for some reason there's a bear pole dancing for female dogs, and it's very like there's no context to it really. So this is a popcorn.
Popcorn.
Don't watch it. Don't watch it.
All right.
Popcorn. Okay. Don't watch it. I did not.
watch it.
Jordan, you're the king of that. Like you are the M. Night Shyamalan of this television.
Yeah, I wasn't
program.
expecting that. I wasn't expecting that for sure.
No, it was bad. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, but it sounded like you like
Athletically.
kind of liked it.
Yeah. It throws me off. It's not the popcorn rating, it's the don't watch it. And I'm like, you got me all excited about this movie.
Yeah. It's like, oh, this is not a bad premise. Okay.
You can watch it.
You might time me into it.
it.
Nope. Okay, never mind. See ya.
I cannot, in good conscience, tell anybody to watch this movie.
All right. I watched Play Dirty. It is the new. What is with Amazon and heist movies lately? Amazon
Heists, bro. Heists and mysteries, bro.
Amazon, like, I feel like this is the third original movie. Like, I did the Pete Davidson, Eddie Murphy. What was that one, Jordan?
Oh God, I don't remember what it's called. The
heist.
shift guard. Yeah, the heist.
I don't know.
The Shift
The
Guard.
bank job?
The
The
Shift
Shift
Guard
Guard.
heist.
Yeah.
And then we had Armored with Sylvester Stallone in the armored truck, and I'm just like, okay, here's
Ew.
another one. This one they're doing their best impression of Italian Job, and you're gonna hear that in my review. All right, look, we're in the Mark Wahlberg phase where he's just going to play himself in every heist action tough guy film moving forward. That's the phase we're in.
Hey, you want to do a heist? Come on.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the smartest guy in the room. But you're gonna get Mark Wahlberg. Look how good I look at 50. So you're gonna get some shirt off for no reason. Like, we need to find a reason to torture Mark. What should we do? Okay, this is why we're gonna torture Mark. How are we gonna torture him? Well, we got to get his nipples hard, and we got to get his shirt off. All right, how are we gonna do that? Tie him up in the cold and pour water on him.
Yeah.
Like, that's
It's on the
phase we're
whiteboard.
in.
Get his nipples hard.
Yeah.
Shirt
Play
off.
play
Yeah,
good
Mark walks in.
vibrations.
I like that.
Moisture.
I like that. I like that. I like that. But so Mark Wahlberg is here. Like I said, we're there. That's it. We're Liam Neeson, Mark Wahlberg phase. All of his movies are going to be kind of the same now. He's going to play the same character, and we're just going to churn out money. That's what we're going to do. We're in that phase all the way up until I get to do the Naked Gun remake in 20 years. Like, that's where we're at with Mark Wahlberg. Now, outside of him playing himself, this film is not actually bad. Overall, it's the best one so far. It's an okay version of The Italian Job, and it follows that model essentially of who's going to play this, who's going to play this. There's got to be a twist here. There's got to be a twist here. This guy's good at this. This guy's good at this. What's the backstory? So you also got Keegan-Michael Key. He's doing his thing. He's also kind of slowly becoming the same person in every role, but it was funny. It worked. Yeah, it was funny. Like, he played himself, and it made me laugh. It was good. It's crazy because, he's like a classically trained actor.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of him, go watch the YouTube clip of him impersonating Penn State's football coach.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
fantastic. Yeah, the run.
I've seen that one with James Franklin.
yeah.
That's good.
All right, so the CGI is just okay, which is crazy with the budget that Amazon has to have for most of this stuff. They can literally just burn money, and it actually lowers it. Overall, if you accept that this movie is not made to be a great movie, it's just a movie made to be kind of fun, you're going to enjoy it. Like, there are some laughable moments. There are some decent, like, action scenes. In fact, at the very beginning of this movie, you've got a scene that's pretty wild, which includes a heist. It includes an interruption of a heist. It includes a car chase scene and horse racing.
American?
What's that?
Does it have a American?
No, not that. Not that. But it also has one of those moments where I'm like, oh, we're going to come back to this. Nope, never going to hear from these people again. Like, literally, the scene happens. I'm like, oh, that's something. Foreshadowing. They're going to come back. Nope, you don't have to worry about them ever again.
Never mind.
never coming back. But the horse racing scene was fantastic. The CGI in that scene is probably where they wasted all their money, because the CGI in that scene was actually really solid in the horse racing scene. So I'm going to tell you this. Play Dirty is a fun movie. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy it. I'm going to give it a popcorn and one. It's watchable. It's something you could throw on in the background. Couple good laughs. Mark Wahlberg's nipples get hard. You're going to enjoy yourself. Josh.
Hey, this is Mark Wahlberg, and if you don't watch this movie, I'm going to give you a world-class knuckle sandwich.
Yeah.
From
same
Neighbors.
character. You nailed it.
Yeah, that wasn't a serious Mark Wahlberg impression, by the way.
Hey, I'm Mark Wahlberg. I used to throw rocks at black kids. So I watched something called, so sometimes the news travels fast. It hits you hard, it hits you quick. We didn't have the chance to lament on the passing of Mr. Redford, the Sundance president, the champion of movies. Robert Redford passed, R.I.P. So it made me want to go back and watch one of his movies. I keep hearing about Barefoot in the Park. Let's watch Barefoot in the Park. It's a classic, right? It's like 1960-something. Jane Fonda. He's starring opposite Jane Fonda. I didn't know what it really was about, but it's definitely from the 60s. It's one of those movies where everything... I mean, back then, it seems like as long as the movie was half pleasant, it was a great movie. You know what I mean? Like, who cares about the plot? Who cares about anything in particular? It's like, oh, people are having a jovial time? This is a good movie. That's all it took back then.
Just get a deep voice guy in there saying everything's gonna be okay. But
now, granted, this wasn't a terrible movie, but it was very of the time, and I didn't like it. So the idea is Robert Redford, Jane Fonda, in the very beginning, get married. They start their honeymoon, 6 days of boning. They never leave their hotel room. Then they have to start their life. and they get this new apartment, and the whole show revolves around their new apartment in New York, and it's at the 6 flights of stairs, and that's a big part of the plot. Like, oh, 6 more flights of stairs. Oh, like they use that joke constantly. There's the mother-in-law. There's the weird neighbor. There's they have to get a telephone guy to come connect their telephone line. That was funny. I mean, that still exists, but the whole concept, like the way they laid it out, was very old. I don't know. It was pleasant. The whole thing was pleasant. Like, it's not like you're going to be mad watching it, but it wasn't good. It was clear that there was a lot of parts that have been lifted and, taken. Like how Exorcist isn't good anymore because it's been overdone. It's been overused and like stolen from so many times. So like this, like Jane Fonda plays the fiery spirited girl who doesn't care what other people think, and she walks out in public with no pants on just to embarrass Robert Redford. He's like, get your ass back in that house, that kind of thing. But
get your bass back in that house. I love that. She's walking around in her underwear with a bass fish.
You get that merkin back in the house.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not good. Robert Redford plays like some kind of conservative type guy. Like, he has some moments where he's kind of witty, but mostly he's just a complaining, awful husband. Like, what are we gonna do now? I hate this. And then Jane Fonda's like, what did I say? Brad Pitt?
I said R.I.P. Robert Redford.
Oh,
by
yeah,
the way.
Robert Redford. His character sucked. Jane Fonda goes back and forth between like fiery, spirited, independent, fun woman, new age, but then she's also like, I hope I'm a good wife, and like, it sucks. Popcorn, barefoot in the park, popcorn. Unless you're with your Grammy
in the park.
Are they ever actually barefoot in the park?
Yes, in the very end, he's drunk and barefoot in the park, and then there's a whole thing about like, oh, I'll take you back. Well, yeah, it's. Yeah, it's not good. It could be made into a show today. It probably was technically made, like Dharma and Greg, sort of, that kind of thing. Whatever.
Or Mad About You.
Yeah, it's a Mad About You type of thing. So it's definitely the concept has been taken and done to death. So maybe that's why I'm spoiled on it. But also, it was weird to see Jane Fonda so young. She's beautiful. Anyway,
Jordan.
Yeah, the second thing I watched was the Rocky Picture Horror Show.
Ooh.
I did that on purpose.
Picture Show.
Yes, thank you. I did that on purpose.
Anyway, do I hear bullets, Josh? Is that what's going on?
Classic killer.
It is.
Is it?
This is absolutely a classic
Which one of
killer.
you were gonna pick it? I would like to know.
I was waiting to pick it to make Fry mad.
Oh, okay. This is a movie that I watched out of pure curiosity because it is so cult beloved.
Have you never seen it?
No, this is my first time watching it. Yeah. I've always been told for the longest time by everybody, like, don't watch that. You're not gonna like it. And they were
Anna
right.
loves it.
Really, they were right. Yeah. Finally seeing the Time Warp song in context still makes no sense. The Time Warp song.
The whole movie makes no sense.
Yeah. They're absolutely right. It makes no sense. The dance looks fun, though. I like that they teach you how to do the dance in the movie. That is cool. That's a cool bit. What was fun, though, is having like this weird knowledge of like the cult fan base behind it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely making me watch it from a very skeptical sort of thing. Because when you're not in the cult, you're very judgmental of the cult. So I was just watching it, and I know like people go to the movie theater and they like do weird stuff to this. Like they get up and they dance around and they yell and they throw things, and it's
great.
So watching it and trying to figure out like, oh, is this like where people would like yell something out, or like is this where people would throw? I was watching it like that, and like that was kind of a fun game in my own head. But what's with Meatloaf, dude? That song, the songs aren't great, but that was awful. That was a terrible, terrible cameo. His voice is terrible. His voice sucks. Like, and this is like in his
bless my soul.
Yeah. Oh man, it just made absolutely no sense. Like the entire movie, it's just like it's very homoerotic, like and showgirly. What's like burlesque
camp?
camp, yes, all of
Yeah.
that. But Tim Curry, man, he is incredible.
Yeah.
That
You know, I
always
don't.
gets Josh's vote for most underrated actor. Like Josh always wants to throw Tim Curry into this dude is so underrated and so talented.
The way he overacts is beyond overacting. It's so good. Step into the lab.
He was incredible. Like, he made a character that is supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. You're very comfortable with him. You're
Yeah.
very like accepting of everything
Yeah.
that he is doing
Yeah.
because he's just so committed to it.
Yeah.
His voice is fantastic. Like, amazing.
Yeah.
He's got an amazing singing voice. I was like, dude, I might listen to some Tim Curry album.
Yo, you should watch some of his music videos. He had an honest try for a music career for a while. And
Did he?
It's not great, but it's fun to watch.
All right. But my takeaway from this is, why do people like this? Why?
There are a lot of things, Jordan, that are so bad. Like I reviewed The Room a while back. Remember that? And it made me mad that I reviewed it because now it can't be a drunk classic and I can't make you guys watch this movie.
I want to watch it, but it's like hard to watch it, isn't it? Like you have to like rent.
It's supposed to be though. It's difficult and it's terrible, but like it shouldn't be too hard for you because he does shows in theaters that you can buy tickets to with him there. And you can go watch it, and people will throw plastic spoons and
well,
talk
that's what
through
I
the whole
mean.
movie.
I don't mean like it might be hard to like sit and watch it like from an entertainment standpoint. Like I'm saying, like you have to like go out of your way to watch this movie. Like you have to find these special screenings, and like I don't know. I've looked it up online in the past when the Disaster Artist came out, and I was like, I can't find this movie anywhere.
Yeah, I think I saw it on like Cartoon Network late night when they used to do that like random movies.
Yeah. Well, dude, Rocky Horror, why do people like it? I can't tell you that because I don't know. Because I like it, and I don't know why. There's something about the super extreme camp. There's something about, like, we all know what we're watching is not good, but it's good because it's not good because it's good. Not good?
Mhm.
I don't know. And then there is something to the experience. Like, I went and saw it on Halloween at a theater up in the mountains, like hidden away. And it was a whole thing where like they showed the movie on a projector, but they were also acting out the movie in person with like live costumes and stuff at the same time. And there was an intermission with like games, and in like all throughout it, they have like there's like things that you say that you're supposed to say. I don't know them, but like people knew. So like anytime you see Susan Sarandon, you say something like slut. Like, as soon as you see her, slut, something like that.
There's a word that he says in the movie that, okay.
Yeah.
It's
and
the
like,
same with The Room.
Yeah, okay. And it's an experience, and there's just parts of it that are just, I don't know. Most of the music sucks, but some of it, like the first song with the lips, that's a good song. And like when not the Time Warp, but when Igor is like singing that song from the window, like before they come in the house, I like that song.
To the wall.
Anyway, yeah, it's not a good movie. I feel you. The story is interesting. They all almost died in that pool of hypothermia. No one got paid. Susan Sarandon refuses to ever speak about it because she hated the experience so much. Yeah.
I give it a popcorn.
A popcorn to a popcorn. I watched Wayward, a new show on Netflix starring Toni Collette. She's the headliner in this, but the show really centers around Mae Martin, who plays a transgender sheriff's deputy, transitioning almost fully already transitioned, but still taking hormones to become a male. And their counterpart, played by Sarah Gadon, Laura Redman. So you got Alex and Laura, and then two young ladies who are about I would say sophomore age in high school, played by Sydney Toplife. Her character is Abby, and then Olivia Lind playing Layla.
No, I don't
She
like
does
it.
a really good job in her role. It is a show about a cult that takes over a town, and they're utilizing like a charter school or a school for troubled youth to kind of manipulate minds and then basically build up their cult and take over the city because they place these kids whose families mysteriously don't want them anymore with new families who are also like a part of the cult. And basically that's how they're building up this cult's numbers, basically
Gotcha.
indoctrination. And it
Sounds like a
is
good concept.
interesting. It's very overacted. It's a lot at times. Like they got like a girl that loves oatmeal who's been there since she was a kid and never left. There's a lot of wildness, and it's a cult that sprang from a different cult. So that aspect is kind of interesting. I hope I didn't spoil something just now, but there's some stuff that they don't cover. Like there's this toad aspect, and they never go back over like why the toads are a thing in this town. It's just
I
kind of
love
like
you, Toad
there's
Boy.
there's 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 so many frogs. There's so many toads, and they're like everywhere. But I don't really get the symbolism of the toad. So if somebody watched Wayward and wants to explain to us, please leave a comment. Like, what's the symbolism of the toads? Toni Collette is killer. Like Toni Collette
Yeah.
is a stone
She
cold
is
killer. Like
one of
yeah.
the greats of all time.
yeah. And she delivers in a scene. Like when she's supposed to be creepy and make you feel uncomfortable, you're creeped out and you feel uncomfortable with her. And you're like, get out of my house. And it's not
Yeah.
your house. You're sitting in your own house. The way she's able to manipulate situations, even like keep control over other counselors at the school, the way she like can demean them enough to make them feel like they have to make up themselves to her, it is her so well acted. And it's really monopolizing on their need to be accepted and to have her acceptance in particular. Throughout this, you get a lot of psycho. You get a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Abandonment issue. You get a lot of outside. What's the other one where you need to cohabitate with another person? You get a
Codependent.
lot of that. Go ahead.
Codependence.
Codependent.
Thank you. Yeah. So a lot of abandonment, a lot of codependency issues are being addressed here. There's a lot of triggers for people. There's a lot of heavy drug users in this, like addicts in this. There's a lot of like, daddy didn't love me, so he sent me to camp, and now I ended up here. The adults are a bit over the top at the beginning, like the principal of the school, but I think you kind of find out why as the story progresses. But the manipulation aspects of the show were very good. I have a pretty short review here to wrap it up. There's a scene called The Hot Seat in episode 3, and it's kind of hard to watch where the students, I don't want to give too much away, but basically you have to accept their criticisms of you, and they're just lobbing out these like really mean things, and you have to thank them after they're done. You have to thank them for their feedback. The show does an excellent job of exploring how manipulation can take place within a small funneled cult-like aspect or area. It is heavy-handed in a lot of its themes, but it's okay the way it does it. You get the gist of the way that implanting certain thoughts can alter someone's belief, especially a young person. I'm gonna give it a popcorn and 1. It is 8 episodes. There you could see that it's not going to get good ratings because we have a problematic society right now that can't just let something be where it is. For me personally, you've heard both sides of the coin with me. I felt like they sold the problematic aspects of this show very well. I was bought into the characters right away because they delivered it well. It was well written. It wasn't just we need to insert this type of character here. It was well written. So popcorn 1 for Wayward on Netflix. Josh.
Yeah, I got one last one, y'all. It's a revisit. I rewatched Superman because it just popped in on Prime out of nowhere. What's this ambush for? Anyone know
Yeah.
what that was?
Peacemaker finale. They wanted to line it up. James Gunn is doing a lot of press. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Peacemaker finale coming this week, baby boy. But yeah, Superman. With the the shiny veneer taken away because the opening night, all that stuff, seeing it for the second time, still a good movie, still probably the best Superman movie, but it's barely a Superman movie. It's a DC movie, and I'm not against that. I like it's a big setup, but it does it well. It's not like Pirates of the Caribbean 2, yeah. So I give it a popcorn 1.5, I suppose. Popcorn 1.
Yeah.
Superman. It's good.
Ja-
It's pretty solid.
James
I
Gunn
think you
is
gave
on
it a
a
popcorn and two the last time you reviewed it.
Yeah, yeah. So with the shiny veneer taken off, it's a solid superhero film. I don't know about a popcorn and two though.
James Gunn went on Howard Stern and revealed some details about his upcoming DC universe, things about Clayface, things about
yeah.
the Superman sequel that will be coming out, and claims, he says, that we are going to see something of a team up between Superman and Lex Luthor to defeat an enemy. So we'll see what that's all about.
Okay. Well, we've already got a little bit of Lex Luthor and Peacemaker.
Yep. That was
Yeah.
good.
All right, so guys, it falls to me for our drunk classic this week. I do a decades thing. If you follow the show, you understand that. But I'm going to skip over the 2010s because it's spooky season, and I didn't have something I was like really like, yes, I want this to be my spooky season 2010s era film. So we're going to skip into 2010 to 2020 decade, and we're going to watch Nicolas Cage's Mandy this week.
Mandy.
We're
I've
going to
never
watch
seen
Mandy.
Mandy this week. Have you guys seen it?
I've
Nope.
never even heard of it.
I've heard of
Okay.
it. I don't know what it's about though, so I can't wait.
So it's weird, it's odd, it's very polarizing. A lot of people that really loved it. I'm looking forward to the rewatch because I haven't watched it since it came out.
This
So-
is graphic. It is. Tell me.
Yeah, it's very graphic.
Okay.
But it's also got like some really weird like little side movies that happen while
Yeah,
it's going on. Does that make sense?
Psychedelic is what I'm reading.
Psychedelic,
Very
okay.
psychedelic.
All right.
So-
So I'm watching it alone.
What is it? What's the Grindhouse? Remember those movies?
Yeah.
Kind of in that realm.
Okay. Cool.
So,
Mandy.
Jordan, what do we got for our butter on top?
For our butter on top this week, we have what do we have? I don't know. I lost it. I'm sorry.
Tron
Aries. We've got some light cycles and some Jared Leto's.
Yeah. Yay, Jared Leto's back, playing the same visage he always plays. Handsome guy with long hair and a beard.
Morbius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us each and every week, putting up with our antics just so you could see where you could watch things. Fixed is on Netflix. Rocky Horror Picture Show is where, Jordan?
On stream.
Streaming. Barefoot in the Park is where, Josh? Just say you rented it.
The Criterion Collection.
Thank you. Superman is available on HBO Max and Amazon. Wayward is available on Netflix. And Play Dirty is available on Amazon. Thank you so much for joining us each and every week. We will see you at the movies. You get the popcorn, and we got the beer.